Did you know it can take an average of 23 minutes to get back to your original focus once you've been distracted? Distraction is anything that takes us away from our intended course of action, otherwise known as our intention. And today there are so many ways that we can be distracted, with texts, emails, TikTok, social media updates, all vying for our attention. In fact, it's a wonder that we can get anything done at all. Mindfulness can really help us to focus our attention and minimise how often we get distracted. And it's something that the natural world can help us with too. Hi, my name is Heath and I'm Head of Countryside at Hampshire County Council. In this series of mini podcasts, I'd like to introduce you to mindfulness, in particular the benefits of being mindful in nature can bring. Mindfulness teaches us to choose what we want to focus on, and with practice we can get really good at recognising when our mind has wandered and learning how to bring it back to the present moment. Often our minds are worrying about the future or ruminating on the past rather than being in the present, in the here and now. Just being, not doing. Nature is always in the present moment, and by becoming more aware of it, we can be too. Let's try a short experiment. First of all, I need you to find a leaf. And when you've done that, gently close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Then you can open your eyes and put the leaf in the palm of your hand. Take a good long look at this leaf. Just examine its size and shape, the outline that it makes. Consider the colour and the patterns made by the veins. Next, rub the leaf between your fingers. Feel, is it thin or is it quite fleshy? Is it dry or flexible? What is its texture like? Is it smooth, shiny or quite hairy? And next, if it's okay with you, hold the leaf close to your nose and just see if it has any smell. Take a few moments to consider that this leaf is part of a tree or a plant, and that it's one of many trees and plants that, along with the flowers and animals, share this planet with us. Like us, they need air and sunshine, water and nutrients to survive. During this little experiment, you might have noticed that your mind wandered a little bit. Perhaps you started to think about the tree that this is from, what it's called, and that might have taken you on a longer mental journey. Did I water the plants in the garden today? I think the garden centres are open. Do I need to do some shopping? What am I going to cook for dinner? Do you know what? That's absolutely fine. It's okay and very natural that our mind wanders. Being mindful is not about clearing our mind of any thoughts. It's about recognising when your mind wanders and try to bring it back to the present moment. In this case, bring it back to focusing on the leaf. So have another go and see if you can do better this time, or try this experiment with other natural objects such as a stone, flower, feather, a seed or a nut. The more that we notice our mind has wandered and practice bringing our attention back to the present moment, the easier it becomes and the longer we can do it. The more we can do it, the less distracted we become. Being in the present moment is like a magic moment of awareness, when you do not trouble yourself with what has been or what is about to come. It helps us to cope with stress and anxiety. It sharpens our memory and helps us to be more effective. And it also assists us with our relationships. Just think about paying attention the next time someone is talking to you. I mean really paying attention, not considering what you are going to say in response, or letting your mind and eyes wander to the screen. See what a difference it makes. No distraction, just listening. We have now had a little practice of bringing awareness and attention to the outer world, and the next step is to bring it to the inner world. By focusing on our bodies, we can cultivate being in the present moment, and we can do this whilst being in nature too. If you'd like to learn how to do it, I've recorded a short body scan. Before I go, I'd like to leave you with a poem written by Kaveri Patel. It's easy not to make time to practice meditation and cultivate being in the present moment. It's one of the main barriers for many people. I like to remember this poem called Dear You. Dear you, you always have so many things to do, so many places to be. Your mind spinning like fan blades at high speed, each moment always a blur because you're never still. I know you're tired. I also know it's not your fault. The constant brain buzz is like a swarm of bees threatening to sting if you close your eyes. You've forgotten something again. You need to prepare for that or else. You should have done that differently. What if you closed your eyes? Would the world fall apart without you? Or would your mind become the open sky, flock of thoughts, flying across the sunrise as you just watched and smiled? So, until next time, goodbye.